I would advise you to read Matthew 24 and 25, both chapters in completion. Both chapters, but they are really awesome and powerful. And it is Jesus talking specifically to them. I want to encourage you to read those two chapters. Also, in conjunction with that, there's a great lesson on the area of seasons. I want you to go to Genesis chapter 7. So we were not intended to know the exact time of our Lord's return, not the day nor the hour. This is consistent with God's dealing with this world in the past. Specifically, we can see this in relation to the flood. No one, not even Noah, knew the exact time. But the Bible said it was a season, and it was 120 years before the season came to fruition. But 120 years, he watched people come by and laughed and mocked him as he was building this huge boat that had never been built before. Genesis 7, 12 through 17. I want you to study a little bit about the seasons. Also, another scripture, because all my notes are on Matthew 24. I want you to read some of these other scriptures here. A little bit that I dug out for the lamp. You can read that in John 18 and 3, Acts 20 and 8, and in Revelations 4 and 5. Read some of those scriptures that deal with the lamp. There's a different kind of lamp. It wasn't the lamp that we have where you just kind of roll up a little flask out of there. It was more of a platter and had a rag on it where you could do that. And some of them was a torch. But there are different things that add to the story that help you better understand.
Can you repeat those passages?
Sure. I said St. John 18 and 3, Acts 20 and 28, and that was it. And Revelation 4 and 5, and also Revelation 8 and 10. The word trim, I thought that was interesting too. When they trim the lamps, trim was a word that was used 10 times in the King James Version, but it was only found in Matthew 25. But the word trim, the modern day mental image of the bridesmaid adjusting the wick upward in her glass lamp, lighting it with the match. This is what she was fixing in her life, and that's something else about that is about you trimming your lamp. When last time you took an observation of your spiritual life? When last time you thought to measure how bright you burn for the Lord? Think about that. Have you got in there and kind of turned your little thing up and says, now, this is not very bright. I don't read like I used to. My prayer life has gotten almost zilch. I'm spending too much time on the phone. My computer, my texting is out of control. When's the last time you trim yourself to see how bright you are burning for Christ? Not for yourself, not for your crowd, but for Christ. How bright are you burning? Because if you're not burning for him, it's all for naught. Because my Bible tells me that everything that's not of God is going to burn up anyway with this world. It's called the works of the flesh. Only the things that I do that honors him is what's going to last. So be careful with that.